Danielle says, do series or standalones tend to sell better? It really depends on the market and the industry. Series make more money because there are more books to then make money on. So if you have book 1, book 2, book 3, you make profit on book 1, book 2, book 3, unless book 1 is a perma-free, then you make money on book 2 and book 3. On standalones, you make money on that one book and you can't make money beyond that. However, it's less of a time commitment, which means you can then write other things for people. It's less of a monetary investment for people. So some readers will look at it and say, okay, it's a standalone. I'm not going to have to invest in anything else. I'm not going to have to wait for more books to come around. I'm not going to have to deal with cliffhangers and all of those things. So mentality-wise, sometimes they sway toward those standalones, but they also like to get invested in characters. If there's a character that they love or a romance that they love, they just want to see more of it. So longer series are going to get their attention. So honestly, there is no right or wrong answer to what's going to make you the most money or be the most effective for you inside of the industry. It really just depends on how well you market it and how well you write it. And if TikTok picks up the video that you're talking about in the algorithm, you're going to make bank on it. So go ahead and try your hand at both and see what you like better. And while you're at it, make sure you're trying out full-length novels, novellas, novelettes, series of novelettes. Episodic fiction is also going to be something that's interesting for you to try, so you can see what works best for you and for your audience and what makes you the most money and is the best for your time and your mental well-being and emotional happiness. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. But if you have longer series and people are invested in those will make more money in the long run just because there's more for people to invest in, but you got to get them to then invest. And it comes down to making sure that they are going to invest in those series, because if you are planning it as a series and they think they're going to have to wait a year in between each novel, they're not going to start it, which means your first book isn't going to sell very well, which means you may not be motivated to write the rest of the books, and it just devolves from there. So you want to make sure that you have a very strategic plan, whether you are doing a standalone or a series of novels, novellas, novelettes, episodic, whatever, to make sure you know where you're going and what you want that outcome to be.